right? So you know what your customer's situation is, you know how we're going to benefit it and why it's important to them. Now you have where they qualify, and you can match their qualifications with how we're going to benefit them. You should already have an idea of what vehicle or what vehicles they might qualify for. If you do not, and this is where knowing your inventory is going to be key. Because if you know your inventory and you're having a conversation with your customer, that will automatically start triggering vehicles in your mind that they might qualify for. And then you can start narrowing things so that you can draw the right focus and frame everything to your customer the right way. This is when we start to frame the whole car deal. Okay, because now you're going to come back and you're going to meet with your customer and you're going to say, here's the great news. I can get you into a vehicle and I have a few vehicles in mind. Let's go look at them. Take them outside. Walk the lot with them. Here's my recommendation. Do not shop off the website. Go out on the lot. Here's why. When you're doing and showing vehicles to your customers, there are two things that you're going to want to focus on and frame for them. First one is probably the most important. Nobody buys a product. They buy the experience of what that product is going to do for them. So you want your customer to experience the process. And there's multiple ways to have them experience. If you walk the lot with your customer, they are going through the experience of shopping. Make sense? If you're looking on the website, that's not an experience. So they're just kind of sitting there going through that. They can do that at home. Why do they need to be here to do that? Take them out on the lot. Walk the lot with them. Show them some vehicles. Let them see vehicles, even if they don't qualify for those. That's not a bad thing. They could be walking by. We have the BMW out there. Oh my gosh, that's a nice car. Yeah, it is. Check this out. I mean, this thing's awesome. Look at this. You don't have to sell them on that. They don't qualify for it. But you can acknowledge and build on what they're thinking. That helps you build rapport. But you want to encourage them to experience the shopping process. Walking around, looking at cars, touching them, feeling them is the experience. That's why you want to walk the lot. They will inevitably see something that they like, and you can build on that with how you're showing them vehicles. Then you can take them to the vehicles you had in mind. Say, look, this is one that I had in mind. I think this would be great for you. This is why I think it would be great for you, because it addresses this problem that you have and why that's important to you. Why is it important? Well, I'm spending way too much money on gas. I need more money. Great. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in, show you this car, let you test drive it. Not only will you save money on gas, but that's going to allow you the freedom to be able to use that money where you want to use it. See, I'm getting at? That's why it's important to your customer. If you can start framing everything, starting with walking the lot, on why it's important for them, you're already putting that in their mind as you go through the process. Make sense? Man, this one's going to save you a bunch of money on gas. This one's got the comfort that you were looking for, so that whenever you're traveling, you're going to have a comfortable drive. Your kids are going to be comfortable in the back. You have plenty of room so that your kids aren't the huge headache kicking the back of your seat while you're driving. Make sense? Those are things that allow them to experience why it's important for them to get the vehicle. That's when you start framing those things. Once you find a vehicle, let them look at it. Let them experience the vehicle. So you can point out the 3 rows, right? Involve them. Look how much space is back there. Climb back there. Go ahead and get in there. Come on. Here, look how easy it is. Just jump in. Get them in there. Let them experience. Involve them in the process. Most of the time what happens is we say, okay, just go ahead and let's take it on a test drive. Let them experience and involve them in what you want to show them and why. Again, whenever you're focused on it, do not focus on the product. You want to focus on what the product does for them, not what it is. They may ask some questions about certain aspects of the vehicle. Answer them. Yeah, it's got this, 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 and this. But focus everything on what the product is going to do for them. That's why I say it's important to go to that why and start framing, why is this important to them? Because this is what it's going to do for you. This vehicle is going to give you the freedom to go out and do what you need to do. It's going to give you the opportunity to go back to work and make more money so that you can take care of your family better. This vehicle is going to save you money on gas so that you can actually get your kids and you don't have to worry about trying to afford multiple things. Gas is crazy expensive. Everything's going up. I want to save you that money so that you can spend it where it matters most. That's what I mean by why it's important for them. Because there's a huge difference between what the product is and what it actually will do for them. So you're framing the experience. Oops. And you're going to frame the potential. And here's some of the things on potential. Well, I don't like that car. Okay, could you explain that a little bit more? What do you mean by you don't like the vehicle? Well, I just think it's this, or I think it's that. Okay, I understand. That makes sense. But here's what it's going to do for you. As a result of this, as a result of me getting you in this vehicle, you're going to rebuild credit. You'll be able to buy anything you want to buy if you keep going in that process. Right? So I want to help set you up for success. Freedom. Right? These are things that you can build on potential whenever you're showing them vehicles, especially if it's something they weren't really interested in to begin with. So, try to avoid this question. What'd you think? Here's why. If you say, well, what'd you think about it? We default to the negative. So they're going to focus on the negative aspects of it. Instead, if you ask, what'd you like about the vehicle? Now they're going to focus on the things that they did like. And they'll let you know if it's not the right fit or if there's something else wrong. But if you focus it on this and you frame, okay, so what did you like about it? Tell me what you liked about it. They'll tell you. That's your main focus. Anything that comes out that's negative on that, oh, sure, we can look at that. We can figure that out. But this question will help you open up a conversation. Okay? I do, and here's why. The reason I like doing that is not to point out the features of the vehicle. Right? Again, I don't focus on what the vehicle is. I open it up because I want them to be able to experience the aspects of the vehicle. And what I mean by that is this. If they have kids, have them sit in the back seat. Have them experience different parts of it. If it's a convertible, have them experience putting the top down and up. The more they experience the product, the more they start believing that they can have it, if that makes sense. The more they see themselves in it. Here's the other thing, and I'll put this on here. Make sure it is the right vehicle for their situation. And I don't care what they say they like. if you show them a vehicle, by the way, if they say what they're like and there's certain aspects of that that are going to be there, but you address all of those whenever you're going through those questions. You see what I'm getting at? I mean, if you're asking what got you in the market, you build on that one with all of the other questions that come out so you can literally get to what the real issue is, how we're benefiting it, what the real issue is, how we're benefiting, and why it's important to them. Then you can select the right vehicles that match their situation. And they may even say, I don't think I like that. Look, I get it. I understand. Do this, though. Take it for a drive. Experience that. Play with these things. And you can point out certain things that they mentioned in the conversation, like if it has satellite radio, or if it has Bluetooth, or if it has certain things that they were looking for. Have them play with it. Here, set your navigation on that real quick. Make them set things up. If you show them, and that's why I say whenever you have the doors open, you show and everything, you open the trunk, you can fit 3-4 bodies in there. Climb in there. And see what they say. But let them experience things, right? Engage them, involve them. But make sure you find the right vehicle for their situation. Because if you don't, it will come back to bite you later whenever you have to change them and they've already fallen in love with it. Because when you get to this point, you can literally select the right vehicles for them. Oh, I wanted to get a truck. Oh, I know you did. And I want to put you in a truck. But based on your situation and what we're doing for you in this, and we're going to get you back to work, we're going to do all this, this is a vehicle that's going to fit. And it's going to set you up for success later. It's going to set you up so that you can rebuild your credit. Or that you can build your credit to begin with. You've never purchased anything. A lot of lenders don't like that. Well, I want this. I know you do.
So do I.
I mean, who doesn't want that? That's a nice truck. Right? But based on your situation and your qualifications, we have to look at something a little bit different.
So we try like
Then you,
humble.
yeah. So look, we got to go at a little bit different angle on this. Oh my gosh, I don't like that. Look, I understand. It's a huge difference between this and what you were thinking about. Makes sense. But again, we're going to help you get back to work, which is the most important thing, right? I mean, you told me earlier that the most important thing for you right now is to get back to work, or to stop spending $50 a trip on Uber and $800 or $900 a month on Uber. I mean, you're just throwing money away. It's not benefiting you at all because it's doing this. So I'm going to get you back to work. I'm going to get you out of that. I'm going to give you the freedom to be able to go do what you need to do to take care of your family the way you need to take care of it. That's why I said at the very beginning, if you don't understand what their situation is, how we're benefiting it, and why that's important, none of this will actually work out. It all comes back later. So the time you spend at the beginning getting all of that information will make the difference in how you do the walk around, the test drive, and then in a second presenting all the numbers.